Guys. Just wanted to show my post-workout slash final meal of the day. It is 10:01 p.m. and we just got this is about 3/4 of a pound of ground turkey. Now, one thing that I have been doing lately, and I don't know if I may have mentioned this yesterday, but I may not have, is anytime I've been cooking up, whether it's ground turkey or ground beef, I have this butcher shop bacon. It's just like regular bacon that, well, not regular bacon. It tastes way different than packaged like Oscar Mayer bacon, right? So it's like just fresh off the pig. Yeah, I almost said cow. It's fresh off the pig. Um, there's no preservatives. Like all that sodium and stuff is all out of it. It is fatty. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's bacon, right? But I take a half a strip, and it's a pretty long strip, right? So I take a half a strip, and I just kind of dice up a half a strip of bacon, and I fry that in the pan, and just kind of use the oil from that and the grease, and then I throw in and cook my ground beef, or in this case ground turkey up, and I sprinkle a little bit of cayenne pepper in there and some Himalayan sea salt. The bacon, even though it's a small amount, gives it the greatest taste ever, man. Like it makes the ground turkey or the ground beef just taste way better. And it's really not, it's high in fat, but I got it worked into the macros, so I'm not too worried about it. But if you're looking for something different, find a butcher shop, get some like real deal bacon. Just cut a half piece, one of the long strips, cut it in half, dice it up. I cut it with scissors, butcher's kitchen scissors. Fry it up in there. It's really good. But I'm gonna scarf this down, throw the video up, and then we could talk about the video while I'm playing it, like I did yesterday. That was actually pretty cool. I actually like doing the commentary better than recording while I'm working out. When I'm working out, like sometimes I'm so focused on the actual workout that and I'm sweating, I'm tired, I'm out of breath, and sometimes like things slip my mind. But I noticed yesterday, like when I'm watching the video and I'm talking to people afterwards, it's just, I don't know, it was a lot more fun. Maybe because it was different, but it seemed to kind of flow a little bit better too, because I'm like looking at myself and I'm critiquing my own self too. So I think we're going to do that for a while. We'll see how that goes. But the back workout was phenomenal. That initial row machine that I was using, where you had the two different grips, that machine was ridiculously awesome. I felt I started getting a really good pump after one working set. And if you notice, like, I was kind of coming back and like really squeezing, trying to like throw my elbows like behind like my back to touch each other, even though they can't. But mentally, that's what I'm trying to do, is just bring it back. And holy crap, that just felt absolutely freaking amazing. Like that machine. And you've seen videos. I've done other machines that were very similar to that. For some reason, this one was just, the angle was just perfect. So that's the first time I did that machine at this gym. So I think we're going to incorporate that a little bit more often, because that just felt freaking amazing. And then the pull downs, I had that. I didn't put that handle up on there. It was already on there. It's a grip where like you're doing rows like this. I've never done this close. Well, in this case today, and I did this like spur of the moment, I grabbed it reverse. So it was kind of like, I'm like this, coming down, and my arms are this tight. It felt fucking freaking great, man. It felt like it just hit very differently. So I may try that again. And then I did something that I don't think I've ever recorded before, because I don't do I don't even remember the last time I've done this, where the last set was just straight bar pull down, right? I haven't done straight bar pull down because it always irritates my bicep tendonitis over time, but it's been really good like this whole year. So I went light, but made I light, but I made it count, and that felt really great. So let me scarf this down, and then we'll throw the video up. We'll talk about it, and if you haven't been to the gym yet, get your ass to the gym. But we'll see you in the editing room. All right, what do we got here? Today was back and calves. I started with calves. Now, normally, calves or abs, or even like forearms, are done at the end of a workout. I just did something different here. There's no particular reason why. Maybe in the back of my mind, I was like just trying to like get energized for the video for the workout. So we got 3 plates. There's a 10 hiding on the bottom there. This was it was pretty. It's pretty. 3 plates. Pretty. I couldn't rack it. I was kind of dropped it there. But 3 plates is pretty. I mean, for me, it's pretty heavy, right? Just really concentrating. Like I try to go down as far as I can, like without ripping my Achilles, and then coming up. And I try at least for the first handful. Maybe not with this weight. Like as I'm watching it right now, I can see I'm not really holding and pausing at the top for like a split second. A lot of times, if I go, you'll see in later sets. I know I did when I dropped a plate, but the form is okay. There's a little bit of like swinging naturally in the seat. I don't know if that really affects the weight. Yeah, maybe not. I don't think it does unless I'm like pulling on the handle, like jerking it back. But I mean, overall, not bad for a seated calf raise. I mean, these are really kind of hard to mess up. Yeah, see, now I'm pausing at the top. So I apologize. I'm sniffling like crazy because I'm still got that post-nasal drip from being sick. But yeah, nice. So we dropped the weight. It's easier for me to come up and kind of hit that pause at the top, at least for the first, 4, 5, 6, 7, however many reps. And then I got to just kind of start cranking it out because it's too hard to hold it at the top. But these overall, I'll tell you, my calves, they were really like, when you had a really good calf workout because your knees kind of start shaking and buckling. But I went over here doing the body weight calf raises. I don't know the name of this. I've tried Googling it. I can't find it, but it's just body weight. Now, my arms look like I'm kind of pulling myself, but I'm not. I'm literally just balancing myself, and my calves are doing all the work. I like this exercise. Someone taught me this years ago. And when you come up and you just kind of, the way your hamstring compresses against the calf, and you're coming up and squeezing, it just burns like crazy. And it's just your body weight, 1, 2, 3. This is set number 4. I think I did 5 sets of calves today. I got rid of the plate. The past 2 sets are just obviously 2 plates, a little lighter, a little higher rep. A little more of the pausing at the top, which I like to do. Just really squeeze that, those calf muscles up at the top. And I don't really see anything wrong with the form. Some people, they'll tell you you gotta go down further. You gotta come up higher. I think that's subjective to the person because I feel like if I go lower, I'm just going to rip my Achilles tendon, and I don't want to do that. And I can't physically go higher, like I just can't do it. So I think visually, some people will see some people doing calf raises. Will be like, "Oh, you're not going all the way up." I'm going all the way up. I promise, because I can feel it. Like I can't go any higher. So maybe if I kind of scoot it in further, but then the pad's up like in the middle of the quad, I might be able to go up a little bit higher then. But when it's resting like pretty much just below the knee where it feels comfortable, can't go any higher. So I think as long as you're burning the calves, if they're sore the next day, they're going to grow. Yeah, in my opinion, they're going to grow. So we did another set of body weight kneeling calf raises. That's what we'll call them. Body weight kneeling calf raises. That's the only thing I can think to call. I don't know the scientific name of it or the gym formal name of it, but that's what I'm going to call it. All right. Oh, did I do 6 sets? I think I did 6 sets here. Or did I duplicate a video? 63, 4, 5. Oh, I guess I did 6. I guess I did 6 sets. I didn't even realize it. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, it's 5 sets. One was a drop set. So I'm looking at the clips. Okay. I had a few. Now, if you notice, the last 2 sets here, I have my feet pointed outward. It just gave it a little bit more of a. It just hits it from a little bit of a different angle, and it actually felt really good. You should give it a try if you haven't. Pigeon-toed, I don't really like it that much. Maybe just a little bit on the seated. Standing calf raises, I can really point the toes in. All right, let's get some back action here. So this machine was nuts, man. I never used this particular machine here in this gym, but it felt fucking amazing, man. And I think it's, some equipment just has it's set up with just the right angle for the right person. And this is definitely that machine, because I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more of this. Now, if you see, I'm coming back, I'm just squeezing and pausing slightly at the back when I'm coming all the way back. It felt really great. I don't remember how much weight this was. It was not the stack. It was maybe like 3/4 of the stack, something like that. I just kept putting the pin in different places until I felt I could, did a feeler rep, see where I was at. I have no idea what the actual plate number is, but it was heavy enough where I got a really good squeeze at the back, and I cannot explain how good this machine felt. And you can grab it 2 different. You can grab it up here, or you can grab it like this, and I really like that. And I kind of alternated back and forth a little bit with it. But I'll be honest, after the first set of this, like just this one set right here, like I could feel my back just expanding. Man, it was great. It was such a great back pump today. I should have checked it somewhere. I should have ripped the shirt off. There wasn't a lot of people in there tonight, but so this is just a little trick. When you have rubber grips, it's kind of hard to wrap the straps around. So I kind of loop it so that I can just go in and just do one twist. Old trick I learned a long time ago. A lot of people probably know about it, but in case you didn't, now you do. So, all right. It's the second set. I don't remember if I grabbed it up at the top or on the sides again, but I kept it at the same weight. Oh yeah, I'm grabbing it up top. Yeah. And the difference of grabbing it here or grabbing it like this, it's not that much of a difference, I don't think, but just sometimes that slight variation of grip really can make a difference in the squeeze. So you can see, like, I'm squeezing the hell out of my back, and it feels great. Like I'm just watching this video, I'm like, damn, this feels really good. Yeah, when I sit on these machines, I try to sit and I kind of like stick my butt out with my chest here, like really arch my back so that I can come back and really get a good squeeze. Whereas if I'm kind of like hunched over like this, I'm only going to get a partial range of motion. So this was good. This was like by far my favorite exercise for like the past month or two. Like, this was just nuts. Absolutely love this machine. At this point, the back is just completely on fire. Just after 2 sets, and they were pretty heavy. They weren't crazy. Like, I could have gone heavier and gone for more of like a 6 to 8 rep range, but I was definitely happy with this weight and getting the amount of reps that I was getting, because the squeeze and the burn and the pump was the combination was all there, and that's where I want to be. So with me, it's not, with a lot of people, it's not always just the weight. I don't like, I rather go in and lift lighter weight and get a crazier pump than throw around massive weight. People in the gym are like, wow, he's strong. And I'm only getting like 6 reps and they're shitty reps, and I'm not getting the right pump, right? So it's a trade-off. You can either look real strong in the gym, or how, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you see those guys on like the bench, and they're coming down, bam, slamming it and just bouncing it off the pads on the hammer strength. It's like, dude, like, I can do 5 plates like that too. You're not training your chest. So, be mindful of the movement. You want to execute it as proper as you can, right? So who cares about the weight? I mean, obviously you want to try to go heavy, but don't let. But if your form is all jacked up, it's probably time to lower the weight a little bit to correct it. Yeah, this machine was just batshit crazy for me. I loved it. Like, I'm already looking forward to it next week for back day. Now I'm kind of contemplating here if I want to do another set. I don't remember if I did or. Oh, I guess I did. Yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 sets here. I think we did 7 sets in total for back today. There we go. Wrapping it up. Let me really analyze the form here from this angle. I've been yapping about form. Let's see what I'm doing here, what I'm doing right, and what I'm doing wrong. I don't really see that I'm doing anything wrong. I mean, I'm controlling the negative. I'm not jerking the weight around. Back is arched. I'm coming back with a full squeeze. I don't personally see anything wrong with this. If there's anybody out there that begs to differ, please drop me a comment, man. I would love to hear it. I don't know everything, trust me. So I always welcome constructive criticism or feedback, because I want to get better, right? But yeah, these were just 4 absolutely unbelievable sets. So here we're doing the pull down, and we got this funky grip. I've used it before for low row. I've never used this grip, because this was it. It doesn't look it, but it's a lot tighter together. Like, your fists are a lot closer together than normal. I've seen other ones that, maybe like right about here. This one was like literally right here. And I kind of grabbed it, did an under grip like this, like well, they're not palms up, but you know what I mean? You can see how I'm grabbing it. And this felt great too, man. And that handle just happened to be on that machine, which was right next to the row that I just got off of. And I was kind of playing around with it. I was, grabbing it this way, and then I'm grabbing it this way, and I was doing a couple feeler sets. And I was like, hey, man, this actually feels really good. And you know me, man, I'm a big fan. If it feels good and it's hitting the body part, do it, right? So I can definitely see doing this grip again in future back workouts for sure. All right. I did a drop set here. Yeah. And again, like, I'm looking at my form. I think my form is pretty good, considering the grip. Okay. So I don't want to come straight down like this, right? I want to come back a little bit when I'm doing these, and just because I'm trying to squeeze my elbows back together. So, but if you're controlling the negative, you're not letting the weight fly, you're not jerking it down, and you're not like, I see some guys like doing this shit like this, you know, just keep the tension on the muscle, and you're gonna be fine, man. A little bit of another angle here. I see nothing wrong with my. And again, if anybody feels differently, like, please, by all means, I want to know if I'm doing these. If I could do these better, I want to hear it from anybody who wants to chime in. So, by all means, feel free to shoot me a comment or an email. Excuse me. Oh, man. Cayenne pepper. I'm doing some drop set here. I hit my head on this thing all the time, or everything. Like, so I have to like be careful. I'm always ducking. And I love this grip, this close kind of grip like this. Man, it just felt absolutely incredible on the back. I mean, all the way, all the way down the lat. Like the lats were just, they were. I'm surprised there wasn't smoke coming out of them, man. It felt. Today was one of the best back workouts I've had in a long time. So now here, again, and I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, I haven't done this in probably a year and a half, 2 years. So because this, for some reason, the straight bar always messes with my bicep tendonitis, but like my bicep tendonitis is like pretty much non-existent right now, but I want to keep it that way. I went pretty light. I think this was only 100 pounds. So it's not heavy at all, but I'm just concentrating on the squeeze, just concentrating on just, nice rhythm up and down. And again, I think I don't really see anything wrong with my form. I try to keep the bar, when I come down with these, I try to keep it as close to my face, without hitting it as humanly possible. I see a lot of people, a lot of younger kids who are like I'm talking like junior high school kids, or really old people that have never been to a gym before. No one has ever trained them. They sit down and they're. I'm still getting used to a little camera difficulty there, but anyway, like I was saying, the video was like running out. All right, so. But yeah, so a lot of times when I see some people, they're in the gym and they're on the straight bar pull down, and they got it here, and they're all the way back here, and they're kind of just like coming down like this. It's like almost like a pullover in a sense. They're just kind of coming down like this. It's like biceps and pullover, But now I want to be more like this, where I have to move my head back, kind of like just almost graze the chin, come down like right about here, So, but overall, man, this was a phenomenal back workout. Holy crap! I mean, I can feel it right now, man. It's just the back feels very sore. Chest is still sore from yesterday. Getting some really good workouts in here. Cannot complain whatsoever. So that's it. Hope you guys liked the video. Again, if anybody, I'm always open to suggestion. If I'm doing something wrong, or maybe not even necessarily wrong, but if there's something I can tweak to make things a little bit better, some of these movements, please shoot me a comment, man, or shoot me an email, whatever. I'm open to suggestion for sure. Always want to learn. Nobody, even Dorian Yates, can still learn to this today. So yeah, nobody knows everything, right? So even though I've been doing this, for I'm fairly experienced, right? So, but I always want to learn, always want to grow, and but that's the back workout. And you saw my final meal of the day. I'll try to like switch it up. It's easy to film the final meal of the day. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes I after I finished my lunch at work today, my first lunch, I was like, man, I should have recorded that real quick, just to show what I was eating. And then I was like, all right, I still have I have another one, another second lunch that I ate at 2:00. I was like, oh, I'll record that one. And then by the time I finished that one, I was like, ah, shit, I forgot to record this one. So I'll try to remember to like record different meals besides just the final meal of the day. So throw some like breakfast in there. whatever ones I can remember to record and just kind of go over and just to show everybody, but also just so I can go back and reference and see what I ate, you know. So want to try to get leaner than I did the last time. So it's going to take a little longer, I think, this time around because I put on a lot of. I got real puffy. You know, I was eating a lot of shit, but you know, I haven't really experienced too much decrease in strength just yet. It's day 10. I feel like, I mean, I can feel my midsection getting, you know, kind of sucking in a little bit. Like it's a little bit. I can just feel it. You know, I can definitely like I think, you know, if I were to like measure my arms right now, they might be a little bit smaller than they normally are because I'm I'm not eating any. I'm eating like 100 grams of carbs, like between 1 and 150, if that, maybe like 1 to 125. So, you know, the carbs really aren't there like they were. So, you know, I'm definitely, you know, will continue to kind of deflate a little bit, but in that process, getting leaner and seeing more striations and more muscle definition, you know, probably going to appear to look bigger. So it's kind of a trade-off, kind of shrink down, shred up, appear bigger, right? So it's kind of the name of the game. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for shoulders. Have a great night, everybody.